And I will ask that everybody mute their mics now for Marianne Tefft. Thank you very much. Marianne, please bless us with some words.
Thank you so much, Magus KataLyst. Congratulations. It's so much pleasure to be here with you tonight and to lead off this installment of Chaos Magic. Christmas Day, I'm going to read you a poem that I wrote last Christmas Day called Christmas Star. And at this time of year, I think many of us do begin, however we think or feel about Christmas itself, we start to look ahead to the new year. You squint into a light they call the Christmas star. You might be tempted to recall its bright birth and stumble as you walk in the glare of the tempests, tsunamis, vile tides, and genocides over which its brilliance has been called to preside. But that small sun is not a gazing ball, neither mirror nor glowing haruspex in which to ruminate about all that is gone. Instead, like them, it rests upon your horizon to focus your attention not on what is past, but to urge you to ask, what will you do next? And I loved so much last week's novel approach to open mics that we share a piece of our own and then cover a piece. This week, it's really a pleasure for me to read a poem that I have had the pleasure of hearing several times in open mics, and I absolutely adore it. And I called my friend and neighbor on the open mic tonight. I called my friend Mona Zamfirescu this afternoon and asked if I might please read her fabulous poem, which, alas, is on topic at this time of the year. The poem is Call Loneliness by its larger name. Letter to myself. For centuries on the hills of Kenya, Turkana shepherds have followed the water, now with drought, violence, displacement. The cows, donkeys, camels, goats, and sheep are gone. Turkana language has a word for men without animals, ekebotonit, meaning no sense of purpose, erased. When asked about sadness time after time, they talk of loneliness. In the West, we think to find the cure for what ails us, we need to know the proper names of things. Call loneliness by its larger name. Call it, I no longer know the rough edges of my ancestral land, and I may never do. Call it, I ran away and I failed. Call it, I ran away and I succeeded. Call it erosion of a way of life, war against your kin. You think it's an enemy, but it's always a kin. Call it 8 billion people on a tiny blue dot living in 8 billion different worlds. Call it my marriage failed. Call it I brought a child into this world who does not want it. Call it this is not what I wanted. The engine is stalling and I am late for work. Call it the engine is stalling. Everything aches and I am growing old. Call it too little, too much, too soon, too late. Call it anything at all, anything you want. More importantly, what you want not. Call it one God too many. Call it no God. Call it. Then put your hands together on your heart if you must, and answer this call. Get on your knees if you must, and say finally, I am willing. I am willing to feel it all. Thank you so much for this beautiful poem, Mona, and for the privilege of reading it tonight. Thank you, poets.
Wow, that was incredible. What a strong way to start.
Love
us
you.
off.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
spectacular.
That was amazing. That was so
Spectacular.
beautiful, man. Yes, very
Marianne
much so.
Thanks to
and
Mona.
Mona. Yeah, what a combo.
Mm.
What a combo.
Amazing
Beautiful,
delivery.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, Coz. Thank you so much.
No doubt. You're welcome.
There's that magic. Ooh, I love it. All right. Coming up next, we have Mona herself.
Oh, you.
Mona, if you want to unmute and bless us with
Yeah.
some words.
Wow, Marianne. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here on a Christmas day. I'm gonna read a poem that I think it's perfectly suited for the holidays. A poem called Not All. Not all grasses evergreen, not all blues aquamarine, not all yellows submarine, not all stories must have been, not all jokes become a meme, not all weather is extreme, not all fishes are sardine, not all folks are always seen, not all keen about their sheen, not all faces are serene, not all fingers are obscene, not all soft like gelatine, not all noses aquiline, not all jump the trampoline, not all play the violin, not all socks can be that clean, not all pies are topped with cream, not all trouble unforeseen, not all tasks a subroutine, not all see the in-between, not all years have been lean, not all reapers also glean, not all wish to reconvene, not all need to intervene, not all care for the machine, not all Bruces are Springsteen, not all cook with Paula Dean, not all laugh with Mr. Bean, not all kings need have their queen, not all rooks to supervene, not all fall to guillotine, not all light upon the scene, not all know what do I mean, not all see beyond the dream, not all hear can hear me scream, not all things are as they seem.
Do you have another piece for us, Mona?
I do have, for the second poem, I picked a poem by my beautiful friend, super talented, generous, kind, and lovely, lovely, lovely poet, our one and only Marianne Tefft. I wanted to read a poem from her book. I had to pick. I had from one of her two books. It was hard to pick, but I might as well have opened at random. They're all so good. Thank you so much, Marianne. You warm my heart all the time, every day, every time I hear you read. Thank you so much. So this poem is called Third Time Lucky. When you love the first time, you're standing in warm rain. First love comes so hard and fast, you'll never be the same. Fall in love the second time, you burn like ice and snow. Twice love takes you lower and higher than any love you've known. Never dreamed of love again at this time in your life. So many years already you were daughter, mother, wife. Now you've got your moment. It's right in front of you. With your heart full open, third love welcomes you. When you love the third time, it's like a hurricane. Throws open your shutters and nothing looks the same. When you love in triple time, you're walking on the clouds. Third, love is the gift that lasts, and every dream's allowed. 3 times in love, 3 kinds of love. Third time lucky, lucky in love. Thank you so much, Marianne. Thank you all.
Oh, that was so
Wow.
cool.
Wow, what beautiful pieces, both of them. Wow,
Yeah,
amazing.
tremendous.
Beautiful,
Can you show
beautiful,
those
beautiful.
books off again? Those are beautiful books. Let's see the covers again. Let's check those beautiful covers
Beautiful,
out.
beautiful.
This is Full Moon Fire, and this one, Moonchild. Beautiful,
Lovely.
beautiful.
A lovely. Thank you for a beautiful read, Mona. Thank you so much. Let's give some love to Mona Zamfirescu.
Absolutely beautiful. Both of those pieces, beautiful. Woo! Yes, yes. Absolutely beautiful. Breathtaking. Word up.
Coming up to the mic next is the host of Open Minds Open Mic on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Be there or be square. It is the place to be on a Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. My dear, dear friend and the producer of this show, Thomas Open Minds. Will you bless us with some words, Thomas?
I sure will. I also wanted to give Mona a big open mind, open heart welcome to the space. That was beautiful. We hope to hear more from you. Thank you so much for coming out. And Marianne, thank you for bringing her. Um, what a beautiful day. I love it. I'm so proud of KataLyst up here doing her thing. I'm so proud of you, Magus. I'm so proud that I'm able to facilitate this. So I wrote a poem for you guys, and then I'm gonna try to share screen and share something with you. But if that doesn't work, I don't know, I'll grab KataLyst's phone and read a poem from that. But yeah, this first piece is just titled Chaos Magic. You know, I've been told that on nights like this, when you recite true magic, it sticks. Minds open wide for the Magus and KataLyst to reside in. I decided my fate lies within the realm of magic and myth. As I frolic and skip from pure joy, spin around this world they made for us all. It's amazing. It's something self-raising, rising above time and space. See, it's a place we can all feel welcome and heard. A place to show our soul off to the world. No matter the content, this group conscious will accept it and praise you at the end of a blood-soaked letter you wrote for a friend who is no longer living. But you're here, and you hear. You steer me away from darkness with some slick shit talking. How often do you find friends as adults? I hit somersaults at the thoughts of all the friends I see in this box. You all mean a lot to me. I'm so glad to be a part of this family. Home.
Yeah,
And
that was
then,
awesome. I'm truly honored, my friend. Truly honored. Would you please share another poem with us?
yeah, I'm gonna try to share a song. It has the rhyme scheme and the lyrics broken down in it. It's from one of my favorite artists. Oh wait. Oh yeah, hold on. Here we go. No, I got it. No, I should have gotten this beforehand, but some reason I didn't. So if this takes me more than a few seconds here, yeah, because we're logged in on Chaos Magic on here now. Okay, so instead, I'm gonna read a poem from my wife. You got one pulled up for me here? All right. So I've never read this before. It's just been handed to me by my beautiful wife. So I'm gonna try to do it justice. It's called Your Traveling Light. I travel light, tread lightly, ever so slight lightning strikes, spikes into pikes and pines, painted painfully into full view. But you drew conclusions, delusions, eluding all endurance, and dancing deluded it, muted your muse. So what to do? Drink, think, or insufflate some suffering out from under into pain view, like a plane do. Sky high, fly into the eye of your maker and shake her. She's done enough. It's us now. No fuss now. Come undone. No running or shadow funning. We miss you. A kiss flew and threw into the madness. Follow the echoes. Swallow tailed geckos and swim into your new beginning. We are winning. And that was from KataLyst. Thank y'all.
Cool.
And thank y'all for
That was
occupying this space.
sublime, sublime. Yeah, I love that poem. Wow.
Wow,
Tremendous.
wow.
Yeah. Props all
Wow.
go to this one right here. So I'm gonna hand the show back over to her. Yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for being
Let's
here.
give it up for Thomas Open Minds, everyone. Give him a big hand.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. All right, so next we have Sophia. Sophia, could you bless us with some words?
All right, cool. My voice, man. It's not too great, but
Before Christmas
I
came
can
in
read.
the morning, I put presents underneath the tree.
Oops.
I got
Was
you.
it
Keep
my
going.
turn? Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see here. Okay. I have one poem I want to read. Yeah, just excuse my voice. I've been having cold, but from Ada Limon, and then I have an excerpt from my epic poem I want to read. So I've been reading her book, The Hurting Kind. She's the poet laureate of the US currently, and this poem, devastatingly beautiful. Okay, I think I'm ready. It just you'll just find out. Okay. Ada Limon, Open Water. It does no good to trick and weave and lose the other ghosts, to shove the buried deeper into the sandy loam. The riverine slit, still you come, my faithful one, the sound of a body so persistent in water. I cannot tell if it is a wave or you moving through waves. A month before you died, you wrote a letter to old friends saying you swam with a pod of dolphins in open water, saying goodbye. But what you told me most was about the eye, that enormous reckoning eye of an unknown fish that passed you during that last-ditch defiant swim. On the shore, you described the fish as nothing you'd seen before, a blue-gray behemoth swimming slowly and enduringly through its deep, fathomless North Pacific waters. That night, I heard more about that fish and that eye than anything else. I don't know why it has come to me this morning, warm, rain, and landlocked. I don't deserve the image, but I keep thinking how something you saw, something was bearing witness to you out there in the ocean where you were no one's mother and no one's wife, but in your original skin, right before you died, you were beheld. And today in my kitchen with you, now 10 years gone, I was so happy for you. Ada Limon. It's just so beautiful and devastating. And I hope I read it. It's always, for me, I get so nervous reading another poet's work, but it's just so many layers to that one. And it's so moving. Like the part, you out there in the ocean where you are no one's mother, no one's wife, just pure, like, and you were held, you know, like pure, just purity. And it's like, whoa. Okay, I'll move on. So,
That was beautiful, by the way. Just a beautiful read. You did a great job. No need to be nervous. It was beautiful.
Thank you. So this is my poem. This is an excerpt from my forthcoming award-winning fourth book of poetry titled If My Hands Were Birds, a poem, to be published by Uncollected Press early next year. So it's an excerpt titled It Spike's Uncharted Flight. How far could this pet bird who flew away from his cage travel in miles? How long could Spike fly before his weary body gave in, or to avoid treacherous outdoor cats? Which would have happened first, the former or the latter, or neither? Would he have been found? Do you think he would really respond to a stranger's whistle? Would this hypothetical find be considered a rescue? Where would his true refuge be? Seeking safety was the phrase therapists use in therapy, but I didn't feel safe in my own body. Almost impossible for me to define safety. If that urge from my own angry hands could fly away and return as doves, that would save me from self-harm on my left forearm. Peace would be brought back to me, supposedly triggered emotionally 24/7. This was about survival, kind of like Spike's Uncharted Flight. Thank you.
That was amazing. Oh, I love that. Oh, everybody unmute yourselves and give it up for Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia.
Yes,
Woo-hoo.
awesome. Beautiful.
I can't wait for your new book to come out. Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Wow.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you for coming. Even though your voice hurts, that was awesome.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing with us despite your voice hurting. It was a beautiful read, both poems. Next up to the mic, we have Dre Reyes. Dre. Yeah.
Hey,
My
what's
man.
up?
Good to
All
see
right.
you.
Good to see y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I don't have a cover, but I do have two pieces I like to share. I figured with every holiday, every gathering, there's bound to be food. And I figured I'd give y'all two poems about food. So let's start off with talking about chocolate donut sticks. Enjoy. By the powers of naughtiness, I demand that this particular drop of food poetry to be really, really. Let me talk to you about the sex appeal that is barely contained within each chocolate donut stick. I mean, how could something that looks so unappealing taste so orgasmic? These things look like semi-hard turds covered in jizz, but they are leagues better than their traditional ring counterparts. The stiff and cakey texture feels so good when you bite through, as you feel the glaze melt on your tongue, giving your taste buds an unrivaled arousal that keeps you wanting more and more. This is why they made these into munchkins, because they are the donut equivalents to munchies for a stoner. Well, wait, hold up one sec. Munchkins, munchies. fascinating. They're onto something. It seems like the donut world is luring us to eat balls, sticks, and ringed holes, which pretty much makes them the gateway foods that leads to go-gurt sucking, cucumber sex toys, and coconut oil lube. What can I say? It's a slippery slope. Keep that all in mind the next time you indulge into that sexual chocolate cake stick glazed to money shot perfection. Keep that in mind as you savor every little bit of crumb and glazing while you can. It's not often you can abandon your dietary temptations and allow yourself to run wild and thunderous like a stampede powered by lust and desire, chasing the edges of both your hunger and libido. If America runs on Dunkin', America also runs on a high sex drive. So keep that in mind the next time you snap into a chocolate donut stick as you twist and shout at the top of your lungs, "Fuck yeah." Thank you. That's one poem. Now, you must be wondering, some of you must be wondering, Jesus Christ, dude, like, writing the food poems, food porn. Well, this is the first one. This is the one that started it all. Ode to Crab Rangoon. Oh, Crab Rangoon, you fill me up with fulfillment of when you're filling face plants onto a field of my taste buds. Every time I have you inside my oral cavern, I cannot help to want to crush you with my stalagmite teeth and swallow you into my abyss while I enjoy feeling you disintegrate slowly under my pressure as you slide all the way down to the pit of my being. Oh, Crab Rangoon, you perfectly, highly addictive, yet perfectly legal drug. And yes, I said drug. Have you ever eaten one and not feel dopamine and serotonin flood every mini vessel in your being with the utmost sense of culinary nirvana? You are the Asian equivalents to Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. In life, there should be only two universal defining periods: life before and after accepting Crab Rangoon as your Lord, Savior, and demigod. Oh, Crab Rangoon, you miracle of life, you. If you were made in your original pure form, the pharmaceutical industry would cease to exist because you cure all. I will never forget the time I had that stomach ache, and you, with your crunchy exterior and your cheesy, creamy, crabby holiness, you are the body of Christ. Your healing powers influenced me to start an underground street fighting club called the Crab Rangoon Club. And the first rule of Crab Rangoon Club is we definitely talk about Crab Rangoon Club. Oh, Crab Rangoon, the joy and despair of all, how they rewrote the history books. You, Crab Rangoon, every 80s power bad and 70s adult film was somehow inspired by you in some way, by your rich sexual white chocolate. Oh, Crab Rangoon, I am a goon for you, always have and always will. Thank you.
That was amazing. Open your mics and give it up for Trey.
Yeah,
Woo!
boy. I'm so stoned and I'm so hungry. I've got the munchies now. Thank you so much, Trey. That was awesome.
Right?
That
So
was
hungry.
awesome. Yeah. And that Crab Rangoon poem, I've heard that one before, but it's a knockout every time. Plus, Dre, the first poem you did, you really brought the wrestler's voice to the poem, that growling, that was just fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. And next up to the mic, we have Kittay. Everyone, give it up for Kittay. Yeah.
So I have something that's kind of short. I just want to be like goofy today, honestly. So I'm gonna go with it. If I were a ghost, I think I'd like to mess with the heads of several select exes. Gaslight them the way they did to me. Make them question their sanity. Whisper into the ears of their loved ones that they're truly fucking crazy. Ideas of a poltergeist fantasy. How I can turn the TV off while they're involved in a video game. Turn the water ice cold when they take a shower. Set the toast setting to high so theirs will burn. Put some sharp objects in their bed sheets. It's only fair since they're a fucking prick too. This all sounds a little savage, but compared to what they put me through, it's not even remotely close to balanced. It would only be for me to laugh a little at their pain. I could write on the walls of the apartment where they live alone, randomly knock over objects like I'm a non-existent cat, shut the dryer off while their clothes are still damp, mix up their cleaning products so they're all in different bottles. Good luck figuring out which one's which tomorrow. Considering I'd be invisible, I'd wait until the middle of the night to ruin all of their rugs and furniture. I could exchange the multi-purpose cleaner for bleach and watch as they struggle to clean it up, trying to figure out which product is which and how the products got switched. But although I'd love to fuck with them, I don't think I'd be able to commit because I don't have the same darkness in my head. Contrary to everything that I just said, because that took me a while to come up with. 8 minutes to come up with some quick wit. Normally I can pump out a poem in 5 minutes, but this one took me 10. Double the imagination, double the time, double the amount of validation that I am not of their kind. Thank you. Peace out.
Are you done, Kittay? Usually we do 2 poems here. Usually one cover if possible, but it's not necessary. 2 poems from you would be lovely.
Ooh. If you want to give me a word or something to look up, sure. I wasn't prepared for 2. I wasn't even prepared for 1, to be honest. I had no idea what the hell I was going to read. I picked something random.
You pulled it off. You pulled it off.
That was awesome.
Yeah. A word. You want a word?
Yeah,
Bold.
give me like a random word.
How about bold?
Bold?
Bold.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. There she goes. She's no damsel in distress. She exudes confidence and passes every test. She's bold, nonetheless, forever overcoming obstacles that attempt to pierce through her chest, attempting to rob her of all success. The masterminds can't seem to break her this time, as they watch while she steps into her power, making progress in life after much trial and error. They beg her to spend a little time in the gloomy parts of her mind, spaces she previously crawled out of, a distant memory in time. She's come too far to ever surrender to the forces that tried to abduct her before. The life she's molding doesn't allow everyone she meets to take up space in her aura. They're not allowed to go where she's going because they might attempt to prohibit her from growing. Shadows grow larger around her, but she stands underneath a white light, unable to be touched by dark entities that loom about in the night. They can't even reach into her bubble of light and protection because darkness cannot pierce through brightness. Thank you for having me. Nice suggestion on the bold.
Yeah, I could say that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Perfect suggestion. Great poem. Awesome. Wow. Everybody give it up for Kittay.
Woo!
Oh, amazing.
Woo-hoo. Nice.
So good to see you again.
Yeah, so good to see you, Kittay, Dre. Excellent.
Yes.
Next up,
we have Daniel Fernandes, Mr. Bars. Would you please bless us with some words?
Sure thing. I have my link tree in the chat. As usual, there you would find my Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, and also the link to my book behind me. For today, I have a poem that was written a while back that had to be edited, revised. And it was monosyllabic thoughts, and every word in this poem only has one syllable, which I actually had the inspiration from Cozzy Coz from his that Thomas challenged him with. And that's my first poem. Monosyllabic thoughts. Here are the thoughts that flood the brain. They move fast, kind of like a train. I can't lie, I'm the one to blame. You can make a choice, but in the end, it's the same. I wish that stress can stop and leave my dome. I learn what I can. It would suck if I don't. Cash was a snag, like a car loan. I rue the past like a dog with a bone. I can write to put pain at bay. I lose who I am as I get through the day. I fight with life so that it's not all gray. When hope is lost, it is my cue to pray. One word at a time, and that is all it takes. I can't sleep, so I guess I'll be up late. Use my phone and type at a slow pace. My luck ran out, so I cannot catch a break. My dreams died in front of me. I tried my best, and look, I'm not free. I walk with fear, but with my heart up a sleeve. Those who hate don't know what it's like to grieve. I think I'm glad, but I find it hard to laugh. I lose faith in the things I don't have. I can see, but don't feel the need to catch. I get tired as the day drags. I think I'm fine, but then I jump out of the tracks. The one who cares is the one who's not scared to ask. I run straight to the line of fire. Love can hurt if you are not with her. I am warm, but not due to fur. Life drove me so mad that my past is now a blur. I choose to write. It's all I have left. I'll be at peace, like a bird in its nest. I'll keep my mouth shut, like a house guest. Let it build up till it hurts my chest. Stay strong to beat stress and its quest. Life is a bitch, so fuck your test. I don't feel the same as I used to, but it might be the cold. It gets on my nerves, but I try not to fold. I can't breathe, and it takes a toll. I'll be nice, but don't play with my soul. The highs and lows stabs me like a fool. It gets me so stressed like when I run out of fuel. I do my best, and that is with the rules. At times I'm pushed, but I'm no mule. I do my job as if I'm back to school. Work and go home, to sleep and then drool. I plan my life, but then I think, what's the point? I feel like both sides of the same damn coin. Here is my book, but don't cut my voice. If you are in pain, don't be scared to join. Here I am, a ghost is ink, but all in the flesh. Take a look, I swear it's fresh. I'm carved in print from the pen that was pressed. I can't stop as if it's great sex. I'm done with work to chase a check. We live to die, so why can't we rest? We should love, but not let it flex. Stay tuned next week to see what I write next. I will play with nouns and verbs like a game of chess as I sit back and try to catch my breath. Thank you. So for the
Yeah,
second,
Daniel, you got that second piece? You're all ready. Oh, let's give it up for Daniel real quick. Yeah. Woo, woo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel, we missed you. We love
yeah.
you.
Woo.
Captain Flo.
thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Captain Flo indeed. Captain
Appreciate the
Flo
love.
indeed.
Appreciate the love.
All right. That second piece, huh?
Yeah,
What you
my
got?
second piece is actually a song that's been in my head for a little bit. It's called Will Do by TV on the Radio. And I'll sing what I can. So, yeah, it's about 3 minutes and some change. Should be under 4, though. But I'll see how fast we can go through it. Anyways, so this is how that song goes. Will Do, TV on the Radio. It might be impractical to seek out a new romance. We don't know the actual if we never take the chance. I'd love to collapse with you and ease you against this song. I think we're compatible. I see that you think I'm wrong. But anytime will do, my love. Anytime will do. No choice of words will break me from this rule. Anytime will do, my love. Anytime will do. What choice of words will take me back to you? Your love makes a fool of you. You can't seem to understand. A heart doesn't play by rules, and love has its own demands. But I'll be there to take care of you if you ever should decide that you don't want to waste your life in the middle of a lovesick lullaby. But anytime will do, my love. Anytime will do. No choice of words will break me from this rule. Anytime will do, my love. Anytime will do. The choicest words will take me back to you. Oh, the reddest rose caldera, set it off. How your fire grows, Hermosa caldera, glistening through your fused blows, creating your caldera, set it off. As your body flows, a second hand flashes, passes over your time like over your skin like time. Anytime will do, my love. Anytime will do. No choice of words will break me from this rule. Anytime will do, my love. Anytime will do. No choice of words will break me from this rule. Anytime I do, anytime will do. No choice of words will break me from this rule. Anytime will do. What choice of words will take me back to you? And then it gets repetitive, but I didn't want to do it too many times. That's pretty much how the song goes with beats in between.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
I was like mouthing along
That
like a
was awesome,
fangirl.
man.
Thank you so
That
much.
phone just went. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was fucking awesome. Awesome, man. Word.
TV on the radio is really cool. You're really cool, Daniel. It's great to have you back with us. We missed you, bro.
Yeah.
Missed
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Word up.
Yeah, I'll be more around in 2024. Just been a little crazy this past couple of months, trying to control what you can't control, and it just that's part of life.
Yeah, we're sending our love. We love you.
Word. Word.
Love you, brother.
Always.
Love you, man.
Always,
Word.
always.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
next up on the mic is Hayes. Hayes, are you willing to perform for us tonight?
Hayes just had to dip out on us real quick.
He did?
Just missed him.
Just
So,
missed him. Debby Segal, then?
If
Yes?
she's ready, we are ready for
If
you,
you're ready,
Debbie.
Debbie.
Thank you so much. And Daniel, that was so beautiful. I'm going to try some monosyllabic work. That was really fun. And you also inspired me to just automatically pull up a song that I want to do, because I hadn't thought of that as a thing to do. But we have to do it a cappella, so like bear with me. And I'm going to look at the screen now. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up for you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. So goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow. Back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. What do you think you'll do then? I bet they'll shoot down the plane. It'll take you a couple of vodka and tonics to set you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like you on the ground. Ah, ah. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow. Back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Oh, I've finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. And that's obviously Bernie Taupin, a Bernie Taupin Elton John song. And that was so much fun to sing. Okay, and now I'll do a poem, just a short piece. Let me find it on my screen here. And this is
While
called...
you're looking, everybody, love on Debbie for 1 second. Just 1 second. Love on Debbie.
So
Yeah.
awesome. That was so awesome.
Yes, that was awesome. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Awesome.
singing voice.
Oh my
Beautiful
gosh.
singing
Oh my
voice.
God.
Thank you.
Word.
Okay, that's so awesome. And my boyfriend is an actual musician who knows about notes and stuff. So he's bearing witness to y'all saying that to me. Thank you. Thank you extra much for that.
I see, it was a setup.
Okay, now I'm going to do one short poem by me, and it's called Shadow Path. Live alone in the dark years, fill up the absence pit. No fish in this water. Human child raised by coyote, always cold. Sleep in the sunlight, awaken at night, under cypress and spruce. Turn on a gaslight, mother goose. Uphill and downhill, this creek runs dry. Thank you, beloved poets.
Debbie, you're so talented. We love you. Everybody unmute and give it up for Debbie again.
Yeah, Debbie.
Woo. Beautiful, Deb. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great work.
Absolutely beautiful.
Great work. Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so coming up next, we have Cozzy Coz. Cosmic, could you please bless us with some words?
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing good. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? I'm coming in good? All right, cool, cool. Okay, well, first of all, congratulations, KataLyst, on becoming the official co-host of Chaos Magic. You are an absolutely fitting addition. Word up. And it's absolutely kismet because tonight, and just to let everybody else know, I did not know this before tonight. I had asked KataLyst if I could cover a piece of hers a few days back. So that is what I will be covering tonight, one of KataLyst's pieces. So this one, I'm not sure you're ever giving me a title for this one. First line, no, okay. Okay, so this is KataLyst's cover piece. Death is a form of rest I refuse to amuse. I know one thing for sure. The shore is sorely missed. The mist can never take me. I make me. I and me together makes three. The space cannot be erased as a player. Once you know you are you, as sure as me can be of me, then you see the spaces makes thee. Forgiveness not for us, but for the one that made everything. Miracles come from moments miscalculated by man. It's the chaos of abstaining from unity, becoming numbers unrulered. Sound is the absence of all noise pressing down on you, cutting through into you, translated by two. Thank you. It was an honor to read that for you. It was an honor to read that, man. Word.
Thank you. That was so cool.
Word. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And now I'll spit a piece of my own. This one is titled My Name. Honesty is a name of my loyal twin brother. Our father's name is Honor, and integrity is our mother. Every single day, we make it a distinct privilege to tacitly rectify our way down to the virtue of Truth Avenue, which is only one tribute away from Kuth Boulevard, right around the Morals Ethics Street. As we reached our veneration, we noticed Trust was arguing with Dishonesty. They've never gotten along. Finally, our righteousness intervened to esteem between the two. Dependably, we got the two to uphold the symbiotic prestige merited by nobility's propriety. Kudos to their mutual decorum, by the way, but it didn't end there. Unbeknownst to us at the time, this loyalty had been sneakily eavesdropping on the commendability respectfully reached between the two warring factions. But he wasn't alone. His two cohorts, deceit and trickery, wryly aided and abetted his blatantly disrespectful indignities. Without compunction, all three wily frauds wantonly tried infiltrating our upstanding characters by deviously hiding their ulterior motives and agendas to schemingly corrupt our majestic divination. But their insidiously underhanded transgressions were no contention for our justifiably dignified worthiness. See, we can be crafty too. We slyly convinced cunning and guile to ruse for us. We fooled them into cheating their own greed. See, my name is the justice which delegates the legislative order from which decency has been cosmically derived, while being infinitely ordained by the celestially sanctioned regulations of which it has been formally comprised. Lawfully decreed by a universally directed edict which has behest that this executive writ be uncompromisingly authorized to systematically enact these warranted stipulations. See, here's the situation. Righteousness has respectfully mandated that every prestigiously commendable virtue of truism be justifiably implemented into my inherently esteemed title. Therefore, my venerably noble dignity is highly regarded as a reputably honorable distinction reverently worthy of exalted praise such as that in the Bible. Ethically determining that survival of my honor's glory is absolutely vital to the moral integrity, recognizing the benevolence of my honesty's arrival, making these inductive commandments the principal statutes which laudably regulate the dictated ordinances of my spiritual revival, which to me is more than primal. Existing to overcome the deplorably annihilating clobberings while overthrowing the oppressively controlling subjugations which violently silence the socially sovereign solidarities of our veritably vanquished voices. Valiantly commencing the commensurately vindicating chaos, viably considered to be humanity's rebirth, one of our very few and limited choices. That's my name. Also known as Cosme Damian Martinez Jr. Thank you.
God damn,
Wow.
Cozzy. Yeah,
Wow.
every
Woo.
line dense,
Wow.
every line on point, every line
Thank
so
you.
full of genius. Oh, you're
Thank you.
amazing,
Thank you.
amazing
Thank you.
performer. Amazing performer.
I
Thank
want
you.
somebody
Wow.
to
Thank you.
make a
Thank you.
documentary where they actually documentary make on you making a poem. I want to see like what you have to do to create your poetry. That's my thing. I'm putting it out there to the universe. Maybe a
Love
filmmaker
that.
can do a
Oh
making
my
of
God.
Cozzy
Thank
doing a
you. Are you
poem.
serious?
What
That
don't
would
you
be
think?
such an honor to do that.
Because I picture you with a ton of dictionaries and thesauruses everywhere, and you're like looking for something. I just can't even imagine how you do it. So
I really
love
don't.
it.
Okay. I don't read as much as I should. Like I really don't like to read. The reason why I know so many words is because my dad forced me to read as a youth, and I hated it. But now I could not be ever more than so much thankful for that. Yeah. And I just let the words come to me, and somehow I'm able to put them together in the way that it comes out. And I'm just so thankful. I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel, man. And
Your
I'm just thankful
muse
that I'm able
takes
to do
no
this.
prisoners. Your muse takes no prisoners. Wow, just
Thank you, man.
amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up on the mic, we are blessed to have the power behind Elemental's throne, the tech god himself, Ron Mark Thompson. Yes. Are you ready to bless us with some words, Ron?
Oh my goodness, the pressure. I don't know, I'm more blessed to be here, I don't know if you're gonna feel blessed after my reading, but it is such a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Gustav, for the warm welcome. Thank you, KataLyst. Congratulations on your new open mic. I'm happy to be here. And yeah, this and next Monday may be the only times I can actually make it here, because I usually work on Mondays at other places. Until a few weeks ago, I actually multitask in both an in-person poetry slam and an online open mic. Starting in January, it'll only be an in-person slam in Manhattan. So, but hey, if my schedule changes down the road next year, I'm always happy to be back. So I'm glad to be here. Marianne, Cozzy, Daniel, Eddie, Sophia, you all were great. Meeting all the other new poets that I haven't met yet. It's so good. So I'm going to give you two poems. One is an original of mine, which I think may bring the mood a little bit down. So I'm going to top that with a cover poem, which hopefully is a little bit more uplifting. And then we're going to get Eddie after me. So then, forget about everything that I said. Eddie will bring us the smiles back, So here we go. Here's my poem. It's tentatively titled I Miss White Christmas. Trigger warning. Some folks may not like my words. Some may be offended while others may agree. The opinions in this poem are mine and are opinions only. You see, I miss a white Christmas. And no, I'm not talking about Christmas being dictated by white men on the order month overrun by shoppers in this all too capitalist season. And by the way, that all that shopping is everyone's fault, no matter your skin color or origin. No, what I mean is when I woke up this morning, I went to my apartment's window and peeked through the blinds. I noticed the barren trees, devoid of any leaves, and the grass that used to be green in the summer but is deservedly sleeping through these months. I was missing the white blanket that should have been on top of the grass. It was no longer a white Christmas. It hasn't been for years here where I am in New York City. When I grew up, it always snowed on Christmas. I miss those white Christmases. The white snow looked so peaceful, covering the streets, the sidewalks, and the grass in the park. Yes, it only looked that way for the first few hours. Then the sludge and the mess took over. But that was so many decades ago. Climate change has become all too real. The years have become warmer. As a matter of record, this year, thus far, is slated to become the hottest year on record on planet Earth. I'm angry that those in charge are doing little to nothing to combat climate change. And sadly, most of them are white men and some white women. And here we go again. First, the white men colonized entire civilizations and territories around the world, and now they are destroying the planet in other ways. All of them thinking short term, not realizing the benefits and boost to the economy which long term visions to stop or reverse climate change could do. I'm equally angry at Republicans and Democrats. Trigger warning, yes, Democrats have done more in policies and laws to curb the effects of our planet getting hotter, but they could have done a lot more, including during those many years they were in the majority. But then I'm also realizing that it's not just the white man's fault. It's everyone's fault, regardless of our skin color or ethnicity or where we come from. Statistics prove and show that in the US, voter turnout is lower compared to other democracies around the world. Here in this country, only 50 to 60% of eligible voters show up to vote in presidential elections, with even lower numbers during midterms or local elections. So we can only blame ourselves, all of us, for electing the same old people who don't believe in climate change and continue to run down our planet. And yes, you may counter, the low voter turnout is due to the difficulty voting processes and restrictive laws, and the fact that in our country voting is usually done on a Tuesday in November instead of a Sunday as it is in most other places around the world. But then there are many who could easily vote. I bet you that amongst us here, there's at least one who remain nameless, anyone who didn't vote and could have easily voted in one of the last elections. Probably has an excuse that the weather was horrible that day and they couldn't make it to the election place or the polling place. And though in most states you can now vote days and weeks early or via mail in mail. Or another excuse is that my vote doesn't matter anyway, so why should I bother? Have you seen some of the close counts in the past years? In some elections, the difference between the winner and runner-up has been determined by only tens or hundreds of counted votes. So guess what? Yes, every vote counts, literally. So, in summary, I have to collectively thank all of us, regardless if we're white, black, brown, yellow, or whatever color or religion or origin we represent. I told you, trigger warning, thank you to all of us for continuing to destroy our planet, our only home, for not electing people and politicians who truly care for our planet. Thank you to all of us for doing little to nothing to counteract the policies to save our Earth. Thank you to all of us for ensuring that Christmases in the northern places are less likely to be blessed by white snow, for looking grayer and grayer as the years keep going by. Well, at least there's one silver lining to the story. For those of us tired of hearing the same 2,000-year-old story about that miraculous birth and the present and what soon evolved into Christmas to how we know it now, there may be an end in sight. The planet likely doesn't have another 2,000 years left. So, experiencing a white Christmas will be the least of my concerns. But in the meantime, Merry Christmas to us all. Saying that as I'm drinking another Diet Coke in a plastic bottle, which will contribute to the destruction of the planet. Happy holidays. Till next year. That's it for that one. I'm so sorry. All right, so let me bring the mood up a little bit. Thank you. I see you, Thomas. You know, thank you. All right, I'm gonna read you a poem from a favorite poet of all of us, Ray Chain's book, Black Like That. Yes, the Magus KataLyst also has it. I would definitely recommend it. There are so many powerful poems in here. I'm gonna read a short one called Screaming. Again, this is by Ray Chain. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna have to turn my light on because my old age I can't see anymore. So here we go. All right, Screaming. A great oak sent a root forth to tell the truth. She spoke with the authority of an original. Nobody tells you the pain of the butterfly within her cocoon. We keep the secrets of all creatures, nourish your death back to generations in soil. We fill our lungs with our breath, bear witness to all methods of survival, constant like change. Your storybooks left out one thing, the screaming, the sound a soul makes enraptured in metamorphosis. We listen at what makes the caterpillar too soft stiffened. We, born branches and brace against banshee wailing, send mercy to her hanging limb as she grows wings. We breathe collective sigh of relief when she finally fights herself out of what it takes to change her. We rustle our leaves when her enemies threaten to feast upon her progress. We cringe at the screech of cracking chrysalis, sound of a lesson goading against grating against petrified belief systems. We cheer when courage echoes into her chest, while what left delicate stretches into twin mosaics catches wind. We exhale as collective, exchanging beauty for small silences to mute evolution's suffering. We tell the whole story in our rings. The book of life leaves out no pain. And I guess the message that I'm getting out of that, even beauty sometimes have to come with pain, but such a I mean, this is just one out of the dozens and dozens of beautiful poems. Yes, because the Black Like That by Ray Chain, you know, a very esteemed poet on our community. So I recommend
Buy
that.
this book. I strongly recommend it too. Beautiful read, Ron. And
Thank
you have nothing to apologize. That first poem, you know, politics is my jam, my friend. And that poem really spoke to me, spoke to me, spoke to me. I loved it. Yes. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you. You
You're very
grace
welcome.
us. You
Yeah, you know
grace
what?
us
I
with
really
the
have to
present.
say that, you know, I forgot her name, but this climate activist, this young climate activist from Europe, you know, like, and she's like, I always feel bad.
Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg, and she is so right, you know, like all these politicians, you know, like nobody is doing anything, like all these little tiny victories, you know, in the latest conference they did in Dubai, but after all, we're all to blame. We all have something to say. So hopefully we all get together to make planet Earth better. Happy holidays. That's it.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Ron. Everybody
That
give it up
was
for
awesome.
Ron.
First time
Woo!
meeting you, man.
Yeah,
That
Ron.
was awesome.
You grace us with your presence, Ron. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Word up.
Much appreciated.
Amazing. All right, up next we got Eddie Foreman. Eddie Potastic.
Because you make me feel so fantastic. Thank you for being so enthusiastic. And thank you for being everything but plastic. Your words are always so bombastic. Hello, happy holidays. And I love everyone's wonderful wordplay each and every day. My name is Ed Potastical and feeling fantastic. Please get in time to enjoy my rhyme, thoughtful, sublime. I got one short poem and two other poems, so I won't take too much time. The first poem is called My Christmas Wish for You. Good times with family, laughter and joy, memories with friends, the latest new toy, a blog which you love to post to each day, comments and readers say what they may, subscribers galore, tweets, shares, and likes, Google Plus ones, traffic which spikes, joy and fulfillment in all that you do, passionate journeys, success for you too. A season of love, a new year so bright, dreams that come true with each word you write. Thank you. Here's another one. This is called I Spend Christmas Alone by Bree Moore. As Christmas approaches, I am filled with dread. Though it is the time of cheer and goodwill, I won't wait up. I will just go to bed. The very thought of it gives me chills. I'll give up in the morning, do my usual routine, with no presents or company to enjoy. No friends or family, no special cuisine, nor traditions that I need to employ. If I die today, nobody would know. In fact, there's no one would care. We live in a world where material goods flow. Looking after others is looked on as rare. I try my best to make some friends, but their lives are busy and fast. Before you know it, the relationship ends, they become another part of my past. How I love someone to talk to today, but I know that's a wish too far. If they only say hi, my sadness they'll allay. It's a feeling that is utterly bizarre. We all need company. It's a human trait. We thrive on communication, but the old and lovely society trends to negate. This is the main in is a society in a modern creation. As I watch the children play on the street, it brings memories of days gone by where everyone spoke and my life felt complete. The very thought of it still makes me cry. If you know someone who could do with a talk, offer them the pleasure of your charms. For offering assistance, their mind you'll unlock. They'll welcome you with wide open arms. Though my loneliness is prevalent throughout the year, on this day it is more profound. Cherished memories always bring on a tear. My isolation, I know it will compound. I've always believed that dreams can come true. Thank you. My last one is by me. This is called Elemental Ink. Poetry is fruit for the soul. Poetry is water to the seeds. Poetry is soil to the plants. Poetry is fire to the sun. Poetry is wind to the birds. Poetry is thunder to the storms. Poetry is rain to the oceans. Poetry is sand to the deserts. Poetry is lava to the volcanoes. Poetry is planets in deep space. Poetry is lights in the darkness. Poetry is seashells on the beach. Poetry is gas to a car. Poetry is sound to bats. Poetry is knowledge to our scholars. Poetry is zen to a monk. Poetry is stars to an astronomer. Poetry is God to a preacher. Poetry is work to a workaholic. Poetry is spell to a wizard. Poetry is rod to a fisherman. Poetry is a sword to a samurai. Poetry is a pen to a writer. Poetry is philosophy to a thinker. Poetry is books to a reader. Poetry is a plow to a farmer. Poetry is animal to a zookeeper. Poetry is food to a chef. Poetry is stage to an actor. Poetry is student to a teacher. Poetry is money to a banker. Poetry is clay to a sculptor. Poetry is music to a composer. Poetry is ring to a boxer. Poetry is paint to an artist. Poetry is tune to a singer. Poetry is a beat to a rapper. Poetry is a piano to a pianist. Poetry is gravity to earth. Poetry is sight to the blind. Poetry is blood for me to you. Happy holidays and thank you.
Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, Ed Poetastic is fantastic. His mind so elastic makes me go all spastic. Yeah.
Woo!
Everybody
Always
unmute
amazing.
yourselves and give it up for Ed.
We love you, Eddie.
Love you too.
Poetry would be nothing without Ed Poetastic. That's what the P stands for, poetry. I love it. You know, Ed, you're amazing. Love it.
Yes.
You're amazing and blazing. You're very welcome. I love this open mic. Thank you for making our Monday nights a delight and a wonderful fantastic spotlight.
Yeah. Oh, love it. We love you, Eddie. Okay, so Kristi managed to get here, so we're gonna get to hear from Kristi. Kristi, if you could bless us with some words, that would be amazing.
Hello. Yeah, I looked at the time. I was sitting downstairs with my in-laws and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're still there. So I ran up here. I wanted to just say hi. Ron MT in the house. We see Daniel here. Yeah, it's just good to see everybody. So yeah, I'll spit this one real quick in honor of Yeshua, as I call him, Jesus, many call him. I am the channeling poet, and I often sit with Yeshua and hang out and get, his take on the world, and this is for him. Jesus would wear rainbows. He would. He would march, rocking that rainbow. He is marching. He is teaching with prophets who help others, who heal others, who listen to others, who laugh with others, and do the work and make the art and teach the kids and open the doors and help the neighbor and love the gays and the straights and everybody everywhere and in between. Jesus would help the homeless, not try to move them further away so they can't be seen. And he would love you, no matter who or what you believe, without judgment or malice, just love
and rainbows and to kindness and to forgiveness and to inclusion of all people, all types, all kinds. Everyone gets a hang, everyone gets a chat, even the guy on the cross as he hung there. He hung with that guy. He was just that kind of person who didn't hate anything and always gave everything, always gave the divine inside him. A list and a platform, not division, not separation, not classes of wealth for power and power for money that feeds the power, that feeds the money, that fuels the power, that fuels the churches, that breeds the power of the nonprofit. The taxes not paid while corruptions and hate and regression is all that is focused on. Who has the power? Who is in control or what is in control? Fear is in control. Money is in control. Guilt, shame, doubt is in control. Control the masses, control the power, control the prophets named Jesus. Control, destroy, never change, never grow, never allow, never accept, never forgive, never love, never bend or stretched across on a name of a man who lived to love and change the corruption and speak for the people, the ones no one wanted or listened to or cared about. Jesus would march with the women, the climate activists, and for gun control. He would let you into traffic, slow down and not beep at you. He would let you cut in line at the grocery store and talk to the older gentleman outside on the corner. He would pay for people's coffees and shop locally and be active in the community and help with food drives. And he would wave hi every time and would want everyone to feel safe and feel like they belong. And he would want everyone to love their bodies and love who they want. Jesus would want people to love whomever the hell they wanted. And he would love the ones who didn't love him. He would support the ones who didn't support him. He would forgive the ones who didn't forgive him. He just would. And he just does. And he just is here now for you to chat with anytime you need him. He wants to hang and chat, be a friend and a support, not worshipped, not pedestaled, not different than, but the same inside. The love of the divine shines from all of our insides, just like his mother, just like his confidant, Mary of Magdalene, his partner, his other half, his equal. Yes, equal. All people are equal to him, to them, to us, to we, to he, to Jesus, the one that wants to help and heal and pray and love. Jesus is love, and he loves you just the way that you are, in all of the rainbows, in all of the colors, in all of the forms, in all of the you that you are right now in this moment, in this version. Jesus loves you. Jesus is love. So yes, Jesus rocks that fucking rainbow. Thank you. And Jesus would not, what would Jesus do? Not bomb children. There you go.
Oh, it was amazing. Thank you so much,
Well said.
Kristi.
Bravo, bravo.
Love that piece.
Everybody
So
give it up for
brilliant.
Kristi.
Kristi Scribbles, wow. Just honored us with those words. Wow. Incredible.
Yes, so glad you could sneak away for a few minutes. It was awesome.
Right?
All right. So now that's everybody that we got through and a little extra. So I think me and Magus have something we would like to share with you guys. This one we call the alchemy of synergy.
Where have you been all my life? Well, I'm here now amidst the strife, the magical union of male and female, an alchemical creation, a whole new tale. We will tell the world this, the greatest story, unified and bound for glory.
I've been hiding in plain sight, right in front of the eyes, 'cause the lies of the illuminated ones seek to devise a reality laid outside of mentality for the men to simply surmise.
As we stumble blindly in the dark, seeking the sacred, the divine spark, when it was in us all along. If we can see the right from the wrong, time has come to wake from slumber that has lasted days without number.
Women, we weep and laugh and get wild, howl at the moon and birth you a child. The knowledge in all us is wicked yet pure. Together we treasure you, our strength to endure.
Men stand in awe at procreation, so we have artificially elevated our station The patriarchy is soul death. Only love can be our shibboleth. So here's the secret, the truth, the light, the bottom line, hard-won insight.
We call out for solidarity. The hereditary hatred has come to an end. The time for feminine and masculine synergy is now to begin. And so it is. So it is.
It
It
is.
is.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Give it
That was
up to the
amazing.
Magus and KataLyst.
Perfect way to end it, yo. Perfect way to end the night, yo. Woo! That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Word.
Yes, I just want to say something before we end out the night. This has been one heck of a year in what, 4 months now. And I just love the community that we have built. And so adding, the Monday nights to the roster with the Magus and my wife KataLyst, and just seeing the turnout we've had, even on Christmas Day, we had, a bunch of people come out and share beautiful words with us. And I'm psyched because Ron, you now get to show up on Mondays and read instead of sitting in the back doing all the tech and doing announcements and stuff. Like, I feel like this is a gift to you for Christmas.
No, but just be careful though, because I do work in person on Mondays, though, starting on January 8th again, though. That's why I wanted to make sure I'm here this Monday and next Monday, even though I'm not
Okay, yeah.
online anymore. And congratulations. And I will get back to you about that Friday, February or March, I'll
Yeah,
talk
whenever,
to you
like I
private.
said, you have a tentative feature. Whenever you're available on that Friday, we'll have you on Open Minds for a feature set. Looking forward to it. So glad to see everyone here. And let's all give it up for KataLyst and Magus again. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome, y'all. Y'all rocked it, man. That was beautiful. Word.
And that was perfect having Thomas make that little cameo at the end. So
Yeah.
dramatic. So dramatic.
Yes, thank you guys all for coming out.
The last thing I'd like to say is that everybody who has a book or books, please contact me. I want to buy your books. I'm coming up on the new year around February. My finances should just dramatically improve because I'm moving to a new place out of this dump, and I want to buy all of your books. So contact me on Instagram. Let me know. I have Ray Jane's book, Daniel's book, Advocate of Words book. And I promote your books on the show. I have Propaganda Poets book, CC Arshagra's book. I have Emily Cortis's books. Get them. Shocky G's in Lieu of Flowers, a great book. Oh yeah. So I'm making a little collection here of signed first editions. It's very important to me that I get them signed. So just to let you know, contact me on Instagram and sell me your books.
How are you not the poet laureate of the universe? Like, I nominate you poet laureate of the universe, Magus. Can somebody work on getting that done?
Thank you. That's so awesome. A poet laureate of the universe. Woo!
Or he'll be the human library, I mean, that is one of the greatest supports that you're giving everyone in this community here, Magus. That's just amazing, Thank you.
Well, this mic would just be chaos without your magic, everyone. Thank you so much for bringing the magic tonight. I think we'll bring the night to a close. I love you all. Have a very merry rest of your Christmas day. And we will see you next week. Is January 1st, New Year's Day. We will be open. The room will be open on January 1st, New Year's Day. I can guarantee you it looks like Ron Mark Thompson will come and share his beautiful words with us again next week. And that will be the last time you get to see Ron Mark Thompson for a while on Monday nights because he's working his butt off in person. So come on out, tell all your friends, all your poet friends, we love a big crowd here. First 20 people on the list are guaranteed a slot to read, and then we'll probably be pretty flexible because it's Chaos Magic about admitting other poets. The first time around on the beta test, we had 31 poets on the mic. Yes, we did. 31. We got them all in, Ron. Yeah. So this has been just a great night. Let's all unmute and give yourselves a big hand.
Thank you. I
Thank
just
you so
showed
much,
up.
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody. See you next
Great
week.
night.
Have a good night, all.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a wonderful company.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Guys.
Good
Oh, I
night.
missed
See,
you
why don't
guys.
you play everybody out?
Farewell.
Try make it New Year's.
Farewell.
Mondays will
See you-
succeed. It's just a holiday.
See you next year. See you next year. See you next year, everybody. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Magus.